Okay. Rant. I'm ranting about a general subject. Get my chapstick because I live in Colorado and it's dry. And I have music on because I'm so pissed off. Okay. Remember the rock group? I'm always complaining about them. And I never link these videos because it would start a full-on war. They're on my Facebook, and I stay in the group because there's things I learn there that I would have to search and Google or YouTube or whatever. So, but I tolerate these people. And they could probably say that they tolerate me also. First of all, they're on social media. They have like 1 million awards. Do I fit? Not really. First of all, I'm going to lay some principles down. If it's not fun, and if it's not free, well, quasi-free, like for instance, do you see this product? It cost me $5, not $7, $5. This is what you use for everything. Okay. So now you get my drift. I have a home. It's not super fake. Okay, these are Nutusi leather couches. That's when I was super fake. Okay what I mean? But you live with those things. And then you change your life and you become another person. Okay, so I became a vegan. I wanted to feel better and I wanted to live as long as I could. Everybody doesn't have to become a vegan, but there was a point I wanted to go protest. And I did. And I was pissed off. Food wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Well, food wasn't what I was thinking in my head it was. I knew it was changing over time. So I became vegan, and, it started with like a quinoa patty. And then, I'm a good cook, so I start like finding ways to make freaking my food. And I do a great job. Everybody loves my vegan food. They're just like, oh my God, what do you mean that's vegan? Okay, keeping that in mind, that's kind of my motivation most of the time. And the reason I'm ranting right now is because I'm really pissed off at some groups. You'll go to a vegan group, and they are so fucking stupid. You'll go to the group I'm in now, and they're so snobby. And they'll tell you, like, what do you mean you're drinking wheatgrass? Because I want to. I thought you were supposed to be encouraging. So my husband goes on this 7-day, well, he was going to do 4 days. He's a truck driver. There's no effing options out there. First of all, they don't even respect my husband. He's been doing this for 20 plus years. He's a flatbedder. Totally different than those reefer trucks you see. Flatbedders throw tarps. Like, he's an amazing man. My husband has done this for 20 plus years. Okay, so you can get me on another rant right there. My husband comes in, and he said, I want to do some juicing. I said, okay, fine. And so he gets out there, and his options are, like, Naked. That's the brand, Naked. That's as close as he's going to get to fruit. So I told him, well, honey, get, like, super green ones, and then get, like, an orange one and a white one, and do your best. So he does it. And my friend started judging him. Like, those have sugars in them. You know what, you snobby, rich, fake weirdo? For a truck driver to merely drink juice for 7 days, whether it has sugar or not, is epic. Have you been to a truck stop lately? Look at the options for those guys. You know what they get? They get fried burritos, potato wedges. It's always the same in there. It stinks in there. Chicken strips, pizza, some weird iceberg lettuce salads with like egg and stuff, Denny's, and a steak is like $12. Who's going to buy a steak for $12 at Denny's? Service is horrible. It's not like back in the day with Sambo's, okay? Coffee, basic repairs of a truck, nut mix, granola, and then nothing but junk. So my husband buys these juices and does it for 7 days, and he felt amazing. And they judged him. Why? Because he doesn't juice in his truck? Have you seen the space that he has? He sleeps in a sleeper berth. It's about the size, well, it's really comfortable in there. It has a hard curtain that's made of metal, so it blocks all the light out so they can sleep during the day. It vibrates so you feel like you're kind of in a crib. It's a little bit bigger than a well, actually, it's wider than a twin size bed, and it's long. And then you have a little rubber part space, and there's 2 closets, which you could put a TV in if you wanted to. Usually they put a fridge in there, which my husband has. The jump seat, and his seat. Where the French toast is he going to put a juicer, Mr. Truck Driving Juicer Guy on Facebook, he's another one. Where did you get those vegetables? Did you pull that diesel truck over every time at Walmart and get your vegetables there every other day? I don't know about you, buddy, you Mr. Truck Driver Fruit Juicing Guy who lost 500 pounds. Let me tell you something, bud. I don't know what kind of diesel truck you drive, but my husband is a flatbedder. Okay, let's try to slow this down. If my husband stops his truck, that delays him an hour and a half for fuel, for food, for anything. If he stops at a rest stop, hour and a half delay. Now, he's expected to pick up that load at a certain time under certain conditions. He is to not only load that truck and throw those heavy tarps where 150 pounds a piece, throw them over the top of it, which by this way, some of it's farming equipment, so take your pick on that one. Throw it over, bungee cord it, and throw ropes and chains. That's for a full trailer, and he has a spread axle. A lot of you don't know about diesel truck drivers. I'm going to break it down to you. He doesn't make per mile. My husband makes a gross amount. It's like a drug deal, pretty much. Then my husband has to work in crazy conditions. He's expected to get there at unreasonable times, and he's always early. If anything, he manipulates his way in there early so he can get paid faster. Now, when you've been on the road for 20 plus years, you know every trick in the book. And another thing, I've taken a 30-day turnaround with him. And my husband took me to the most beautiful places in the U.S. and beyond. We went to the Northern Lights. And then I came home because I was quite sick of being on the truck. The showers suck. The food sucks. But I clean up the truck and I make it really, really cozy. And I do my little PTA bath. And for none of you that know, it's called tits and armpits. And you just kind of wipe yourself down. And then every couple of days you get a shower. Get a free shower. Oh, sure. And then when I'm in there, I have to wear special shoes and stuff because I don't want to get fungus on my feet. Where do you put a juicer? I juice here in the house, and that freaking juicer drives me bananas from trying to clean it. If my husband pulls that truck over to get food like that, or it would have to be a fruit stand. And when he goes in somewhere, diesel trucks aren't allowed. He can't just turn it around. It's not like a car. You can't get into tight areas. You need space to turn and space to back it up. So you have to have a radius all around that truck. You know who the most dangerous drivers on the road are? And I've seen it myself with my own 2 eyes. Regular drivers. Oh, Pippi came to visit you. It's my new dog. My husband gets the poorest quality food. He delivers the most precious items. He's not a reefer driver, don't get it twisted. He moves your lumber, he moves your steel, he moves all your building equipments, your farming equipments. He moves everything. He sometimes moves boxes of stuff, miscellaneous parts. In a 20 plus year period, do you not think that my husband has not moved a product that sits in your house? Think again. So it pisses me off that he doesn't get an apple, a banana, nothing. It's all crap. I walk in and I'm just like, crap, 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 crap. You'll open the cantaloupe and it doesn't even taste like a cantaloupe. Yeah, I can stockpile his food. Where's he gonna put it? On the back of the trailer in 30 below weather in Alaska? On the ice road? And by the way, my husband does get paid to go on the ice road. He deals with drivers like you that get in his blind side, risk his life, and guess what? In 20 plus years, he's never gotten a ticket or been in an accident. You know what I think is injustice? Is that you don't see the jobs in this world that nobody's willing to do. Do you think my husband gets so tired that he can't control that truck? You are loony. He's beyond tired. He's so tired he can function. My husband can go 4 days without sleeping and be in complete control of that truck. It's like his right arm. His hands are flipping left and right, watching at all times. He's responsible to not kill you. So what pisses me off is when they make fun of Mexican workers, which I'm Mexican. I worked in those great fields, don't even tell me. Onion fields, cilantro fields. The guy that works at a blue-collar place. The guy that's worked his whole life. What about the woman? What about the hairdresser like me that had no retirement? And put up with rich women out there like you, who got to go on vacations while I sat there and listened to all your problems about your husband that had an affair. I wish I had your problems. You make me sick. I'm angry about that kind of treatment for my husband. His company is a great company. They give him all the benefits that truck drivers get. Free showers. Come on. Acknowledge that truck driver. Oh, that's right. They're a pain in the butt on the freeway, aren't they? They're more aware of you than you are of them. Trust me. That's why they all drive late at night, so they don't have to deal with you. But they move your products. You couldn't build a house without them. You don't get your whatever it is that you get. Even your produce. My husband did that for the first 3 years. Moved produce. He's a little above that now. He's a man of dignity and pride. He takes pride in what he does, and he's a very good driver. What makes me angry is judgment. A blue-collar worker, let him be a blue. Give him honor. Just like you should honor our military, you should honor everybody's job that you're not willing to do. If somebody cleans a toilet, show them respect. If they work at Walmart, show them respect. If they work in a diesel truck, show them respect. Put your feet in their shoes and then tell me what you have to say. But what pisses me off is my wealthy hair cutting clients complaining because, what do you mean you went to, I've never gone to Walmart in my life. That's what they say. Do you want me to give you the second complaint? The new medical, we have to pay $2,000 for our medical insurance. Oh, we're going on an Alaskan cruise. Have fun. While my husband is in 20 below weather. While that Mexican is sweating in some field because you won't do the work. While date workers climb the date trees. While these guys out here are laying asphalt, like my uncle did, in a 110 degree, 20 degree desert for 30 years until, or 40 years until he died. Imagine 120 degree asphalt weather and the heat coming off that ground. Nobody else is willing to do it. You know who worked for him? A bunch of guys that were willing to work for $10 an hour, but that was a big deal back then. $10 an hour was a big deal. That was good money. I worked as a waitress for $2 an hour. And if a guy left me a quarter, it was a big deal. when I was a young girl. I was 16 years old. I just had my baby. Actually, I still had stitches in. And I worked at Sambo's. I don't know if any of you remember that. Slinging pancakes. I remember when they came out with the chicken fried steak. It was a big deal. And I wore pantyhose and a Sambo's uniform. And I waited tables for 10 hours a day. My mom showed me how to do that. And for the longest time I took care of my kids. I was a single mom. What pisses me off is when somebody doesn't respect another person's job. But when you look at those upper end people in the bank, you sure do judge them, don't you? But I used to do their hair. I'm a master colorist for Redken. And let me tell you something. Their complaints are a lot different than the middle class and the lower class and the poor. Their complaints are, oh, I need that one piece of blonde put in because it turns him on. I'm having an affair. That's their problems. Whether we're going to Cozumel or Alaska. Whether we're going to Puerto Vallarta with the children. Oh, and their son's just got a brand new iPad. I have an iPad too. My daughter gave it to me as a gift. When my husband gets paid, I buy food at discount. You know why I do that? To store food. Because I'm a survivalist. Guess who's going to come to my house if something goes down? Other people that are hungry. Because I store food in my basement. I grow my own garden upstairs with my grow lights. My whole neighborhood thinks I'm growing pot. Who cares? And I eat that food to respect him and his job. Because my husband shouldn't have to give me fancy things and Tiffany lamps and all those things. I've had this hoodie for 4 years. I'll continue wearing it. Haven't had my hair colored forever. I could care less. I don't wear makeup. I don't have fancy glasses. I have 2 basic dogs. I didn't pay a lot of money for them. I am who I am. But I respect people on their jobs, especially the jobs I don't want to do. The trash can guy. You know that I pay him $10 a week to come out here? I hand it to him. You know why? Because I know how much money he makes. Nothing. Stop judging people and their jobs. Stop judging people because they want to eat better. Stop judging people because you don't want to eat better. And stop judging people that you have money to buy top quality organics and judge people who just have the choice to get one kind of juice in a store. And they're trying to make a change in their life. Change is important. And when people are willing to make changes, you need to support them. No matter how small it is. Because if we don't change, it is never going to change. So don't get me started. I'm drinking my ginger tea because I got upset today and my stomach hurts. I'm a vegan. I'm non-GMO. I'm against Monsanto. Hi, Pippi. Hi, sweetheart. I love you too. I know, I love you too. I'm on a rant right now. Do you want to rant? Oh, you're nice. So, I hate Monsanto. I hate the freaking meat places with cows all stuck in one little place. Little baby chicks thrown in there. Pissed off about that too. Mad about the dolphins getting killed. I'm mad about the freaking elephants getting... I'm mad about everything getting killed. I'm mad about the humans getting killed. Don't get me started on Africa right now. Because I can go off. I've been there on Ground Zero Love. I've been there. Don't get me started. The fact that you don't respect a truck driver and you don't go, good job, dudes. They deliver your goods. They don't have food to feel better. They're overweight because their food sucks. They're making money. They're lonely. Who's out there with them? A wife? No, the wife stays home. If she's on the truck with you, good luck. You're lucky you got her. I stay home because I have things to do. And I take, when he's in 30 below, his mustache freezes off his face. Nobody else is willing to do that. How many people are up on the ice road? My husband doesn't go in the TV show. We don't want him to. He doesn't want to. My point is this. If you're working at Starbucks, good for you. If you're working at Walmart, freaking good for you, man. Instead of bitching about not having jobs, respect the people that have them. Maybe they want to go to work another day. When people don't eat perfect, leave them alone. If they're overweight, leave them alone. You know how many posts I get on Facebook of overweight people and they're making fun of them because they've seen them at Walmart? I'm so sick of that crap. So what if they have an eating problem? So what if they have a mental illness? So what if they act funny? So what that their body doesn't look the way you want it to look? It's not your body. It's their body. Love them anyway. That's what this is coming down to. Do you love anybody besides yourself? Ever? Love people. Learn. And maybe if you loved yourself, you could love them. When I go to Walmart to pick up my goods, because I'm always looking for a deal, so I can save his money so he can have a retirement, but he doesn't have one. When I go to Walmart, I make friends. They chase me all around Walmart because I'm like, how are you? How are you? And some people put their heads down and some people go, how are you? And I'm like, how are you? And they're like, oh, what's that stuff you have in your basket? And I'm like, vegan food. Why are you not eating it? And they're like, I didn't know. Is it hard to be a vegan? I'm like, no, it's really easy. I did it in a day. Oh, really? What's quinoa? You make friends. You make their day better. The employees, I treat them with respect. I say, how are you today? Are you having a good day? And they kind of look at me and they go, ugh, it's one of those days, huh? I relate to them. Are you afraid to love them? Are you afraid to let them get close to you? What will they find? Come to my house. Bring it. I guarantee you I'll protect myself too. So my husband was telling me, see, I go off on a tangent. My husband was telling me I have girl lights, criminals are going to come. I said, bring it. I got a stun gun, a baseball bat, and a gun. Bring it. Bring it, criminals. I will deliver. I learned to do that on the streets by my father. But if I'm sleeping, it's probably going to go down. Oh, well. My point is this. When you love people, love them with everything you got. And learn new things. And have music. And have tea. And talk to your girlfriend. And then get another girlfriend. And another guy friend. Like there's guys on Google Plus that are my friends. They're like my brothers. So for all you guys that are watching this, you're my brother, dude. I'm your sister. You show up to Colorado, come on over. We'll have dinner. We'll go up to the grow room. We'll do some stuff. Like write some stuff on my garden wall. I let everybody write whatever they want. Whether they're angry, happy, mad, glad, sad, mad at the government, whatever. Just write whatever you want on a Sharpie with a Sharpie. Why? Do I need to paint that wall? Like it's their wall. What do you feel when you come in this room and they love it in that room? It's like they learn about food. They learn about growing. They learn about life. We spend time together. Stop judging other people. Stop looking at situations and not investigating that situation. Ask about what people are doing. Ask them what kind of day they're having. Be nice to your neighbors. But look for the criminal. Be defensive. I always have my keys. And I have them just like this. I'm ready to stab a fool. People are crazy. But I'll tell you this, most of the time, nobody's trying to mess with me. But if they do mess with me, My husband calls me a rabid monkey because I have defensive skills all over the place. Like, I'll literally jump on your back. I jump on people's backs. I get my fingers in their mouth and I rip the corners of their mouth. That's what I do to people. I will find a way to hurt you. But I'm the first one to love you too. So maybe we should stop judging others that we don't understand or the jobs that they're doing and showing them less respect when we should give them more respect. And stop giving respect to those fancy people with the beamers and all that stuff, because that stuff does not make you who you are. That stuff merely says you have the money to blow. My extra money goes into that garden because I am storing food in that basement, and there's a reason why I'm doing it. And if you don't do the same, feel free. But at the same time, if you can't love me for who I am, you don't come into this house. So if you noticed, it is very quiet here because my friends either want to drink too much, drug too much, and do whatever it is they want to do. You know what, guys? I expect you to have a loving relationship with me. And if you cannot do so, hit the frickin' skids. Don't come through the door. And I lost a lot of fake friends. When Cindy had a lot of money, about $3,000 a week, when Cindy was fake and drunk, guess how many people were lined up at my door? Oh, I had boyfriends galore. And I had good times too. But none of it was real. There's a reality and then there's a sub-reality. So be frickin' real. Because that's all you got. Is you. And this is who I am today. And if you don't like me, then don't look at me. But when I see an overweight woman, I don't feel sorry for her and I don't make fun of her. I love her because maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she can't change it. Maybe she comes from somewhere I don't understand. So when are we going to understand other people and love them for who they are? Like Pippi right here, the sweetest little dog in the world. When are we going to give people a platform to love and to understand and to teach people how to love? And the only way they're going to understand how to teach to love, and I'm not talking about the white light bullshit. I'm talking about really love people. And the way we really love people is by showing them. By being loving. But that doesn't mean you can walk all over me. Or my husband. Or my child. Which I don't even want to get started on that right now because she's pissing me off. But I'm just saying. Because she's not acting like my daughter. I hate that. When the kids do whatever they want. I went on my way to teach them to be good kids. It pisses me off. Judgments left, right, coming all over the place and hitting you left and right. You know what? Don't judge other people ever because you don't know their situation and you do not know how they feel. And if you want to get to know them, maybe ask to be their friend. So you're never going to respect our military and you're never going to respect our government because you guys can't even respect each other. And until you learn to do so, I don't want to be your friend. So don't come knocking on my door unless you really care. And when you learn to care, why don't you give me a ring-a-ling and we'll talk about it. And if you're upset about something, call me and we'll talk about it. But most people don't even know how to dial the phone. So don't get me started on truck drivers because it leads to every other problem in the world. And that problem is a lack of respect on every level. Before you judge, get to know a person. If you don't like them, block them. But do it based on the ethic of, I don't know who you are, or you're a freak and I want nothing to do with you. But not a freak because you go to Walmart and happen to take a shot with your camera and post it on social media and say, isn't she disgusting? And I want to look at that person and just say, you make me sick. And that's why I'm ranting right now. You make me sick. Who are you to judge that person and put them on blast in social media and make fun of them? You're disgusting. You make me sick. Is your heart full? Is it so full it can't fit another person? Right. You mean your empty heart, your cold heart. And that's why we have fallen apart. We don't even know what love is. And I've seen that more times than not. So I'm going to go up to my garden. I'm going to stay with my puppies. I'm going to make maybe one friend, like Emily Dickinson said. If you save one sparrow from falling, then your life has had meaning. So you may not have a lot of friends, but I've learned sometimes friends come with a price. Like my old boss, who used to say, I take you to Puerto Vallarta twice a year. I don't need that job. Now, if we don't learn to love, if it comes to a situation where we're surviving, what are we going to do? You're going to have to learn to live with everybody. So if we don't learn to stop judging, learning to love, stop taking shots at people where you don't need to. Focus on what's real. Have a heart, or know what your heart is, or even know that you don't have a heart. And learn basic sincerity. And if you don't learn those things, man, you are lost in this world. So you're not going to help the poor. You're not going to help the needy. Oh, that's right. You donate. Don't get me started. I was at Katrina. Don't get me started. That's my rant tonight. People don't love other people. That sucks, dude. That's the society we're in. They can't even look up and say hello. Whatever. I'm pissed. Stop judging. Learn to love. And if you don't know what it is, go figure it out.